Hello, this is Group 7, and today we're going to be talking about our company, which is Aimbots. Our long term vision makes time easily for transportation, for anything. The goal is to make an eco friendly and powerful AI drone that's able to autopilot for any situation that arises and help people during these times to combat challenges faced by many that have affected their lives. Our idea is based on the need for self-piloting for any task and without delaying in case of human are unable to perform that task. During this pandemic, we have gone through many lockdowns where many transportation service of goods were delayed due to lack of staff. We realize that this is a time people are in extreme need of goods deliveries to them. Many situations during this global pandemic have already occurred. This self-piloting drone can be used to transport medical supplies, food, extreme need, or can be even used just for transporting packages and goods instead of shipping service. Some external opportunities exist. One thing to keep in mind with our drone is that it just doesn't make people's lives easier, but makes them to be more convenient and faster. This is because by being able to have a drone and the companies that are needed will have its benefits because this drone is not just an everyday drone. A drone will make the accessibility to others items be better for others. Some funders that will contribute will be and could happen to start this business or project could be said that one of them is a government grant for a small business or a business starting. For example, SBA provides limited grants for eligible organizations. Only thing that would have to be done here is to work with them and talk if we are eligible to receive a grant to make this project work or business. Another way that could be possible would be to find a private investor that could help us to start our business to get production going. The team members that are in ABOT are Jairo Hernandez, which is me, is working on his computer science degree at California State University of East Bay. He has a set mind on how to manage tasks before the time is up and the ability to work with electrical welding. Amir Mohammed is working towards earning his computer science bachelor degree at CSU East Bay. He has 3 certificates for A+, networking, and one for computer security. He has 2 associate degrees, one for computer programming and another for liberal arts. Ali is a student at California State University East Bay, pursuing a degree for bachelor's in computer science. He has a learning program in several different languages, such as C++, Python, MIPS, etc., and can deal with most complex programs to improve them. He is motivated to keep getting better and learn and grow. Sandeep is currently working on his degree, a bachelor in computer science. He has an associate in maths and wants to complete his degree so he can work at Facebook as an engineer. Our strategy for this business is to develop a series of autonomous flying ambulance vehicles that can land at the scene of an accident and transport patients to the nearest hospital, all without the need of human pilot. A leading counter is in developmental raised in Argo Design and Austin, Texas-based firm that specializes in the design of a new technology. The main ambulance concept comes down to one-person drone module after a standard quadcopter driven by a GPS, pilot, or a combination of both. That could be dispatched at an emergency scene with a single EMT. The drone is designed to be able to land almost anywhere. Once it reaches the scene of an accident, the EMT will deploy, stabilize the patient, load them, and send them back to the hospital for further treatment. but you need a person with them to keep or monitor the stability on the patient trip as well. Laws prohibit flying drones in certain areas. The price of buildings 1 million. Cats at research, personal rescue system, Professor Moore, Garib, so patient and doctor sensor inside with monitor the patient's vital signs during flight using a 1/5 scale model. Small car size is actually and piloted by an artificial intelligence system. The big picture of this is to have a working full system drone tested in all imaginable weather conditions by the end of the 5th year. The first year is to work on a prototype and gain advertisement through social media for our project, which is create the design and animation of a drone by the first quarter of this year. Have team choose the drone they will build by the second quarter of this year. Have a functioning prototype finished by the fourth quarter of this year. And gain 15,000 subscribers on YouTube. Gain 5,000 followers on Instagram. And gain 10,000 followers on Twitter. On the second year, we will be fixing flaws of the prototype, correct any malfunctions by the first quarter of this year. Of the second year, put on the stock market to have investors fund on our project by 40% after flaws are addressed in the first quarter. And in third year, double the advertisement for the first year numbers, which will be gain 30,000 subscribers on YouTube, gain 10,000 followers on Instagram, and gain 20,000 on followers on Twitter. And fourth year, we'll be able to make commercials to prove its everyday function and superior to other by demonstrating that our ambulance drones will be equipped with a body scanner that can reveal information about the condition of the patient in real time without the need of bulking full body scanner used in hospital today. And get in contact with developers of this technology to pitch this idea of collaboration in order to save more lives by the first quarter of the fourth year. Have a contract signed to confirm our collaboration with these developers by the second quarter. And in the fifth year, have a full-size working drone, functions in all simulated weather conditions, have this complete by the first quarter, and gain approval of the government to build more full-size drones for commercial use by the second quarter. And our slogan will be serving for people, it's in a better way. Now we're going to be talking about cultural policy. In the cultural policy, we have core values, which is some of our core values that this company is trying to reach and pursue, but most importantly is to be thought as a company that has commitment to customers and they count on us to give and make trustworthy products that they could rely for the safety of others. We are constantly adapting and improving and seeking new ways to constantly maintain loyalty with our customers. The reason for these core values is not because we are trying to get people to go with us, but it's for us to build something that won't disappoint and excel in the future. Motivation. What we love about this is that it is relatable for the future of humanity. And then also we fear about this project is getting hacked and not being able to have control over the drone, which should not be possible if this drone is built for humanity. We will always do the right thing all the time, and we will deliver our promise with the highest degree of quality, excel, and integrity. Some words that describe us is connected, futuristic, lifestyle, innovation, trusting, safe, and openness.
Ethics policy, core items, fairness. We have in mind to distinguish fair from unfair biases is not always simple and could be different across societies and cultures. We will look into avoiding unjust impacts on people, which include those that are particularly sensitive to race, ethnicity, gender, nationality, and religious beliefs. Most importantly, try to make most of everything fair. Everyone's perspective will be respected. If there are differences in opinions, then focus on the idea and not on the person. Transparency. The whole form is to be transparent with our AI technology with the public and acknowledge them if any misunderstanding has happened with the product. Most important, what they see of the AI technologies is how it should perform if they look like safe AI. You are sure that this product is safe because it has gone through a series of tests. What you are is what we have manufactured. Privacy. We will put our privacy principles to the development of our AI bot technology. We will not put up the privacy of others and give the opportunity for notice and consent, have safeguards, and most important, provide control over the use of data. Security. Our AI technology will be developed to secure all the information that is taken for the safety of others. In other words, with the notice of people that information is safe with AI technology and better and improved software to prevent theft. Building and tested safety. The goal is to continue to develop and apply safety and security practices as much as possible to provide unintended results that would end at the risk of harm for others. We will go through every safety practice to make it as safe and possible, and to be able to do this, we will operate this action in a contained environment and monitor every single operation as it starts to deploy. We will work to limit harmful or abusive use of the product. Honesty and integrity. Companies' credibility and reputation should be considered while carrying out any dealings. dealings. We will be honest with all customers, dealers, suppliers, shareholders, stakeholders, and authorities at all times. Obey the law. Law must be strictly followed at all times, whether it is international or domestic. No excuses will be accepted for not maintaining and following the terms, including not being aware of the terms. There will be zero tolerance in violation of any law and will be acted on the highest reprimand. That's board. The first member of the board is Jeff Bezos, the founder and CEO of Amazon. Jeff is the entrepreneur and e-commerce pioneer and is the founder and the CEO of the e-commerce company Amazon, owner of the Washington Post and founder of the space exploration company Blue Origin. Bezos had an early love of computer and studied computer science and electrical engineering at Princeton University. After graduation, he worked on Wall Street, and in 1990, he became the youngest senior vice president at the investment firm D.E. Shaw. 4 years later, Bezos quit his job to open Amazon.com, an online bookstore that became one of the internet's biggest success stories. In 2013, Bezos purchased the Washington Post, and 2017, Amazon acquired the Whole Foods. In February 2021, Amazon announced that Bezos will step down as CEO in the third quarter of the year. The second board member is Tim Cook, CEO of Apple. Apple CEO Tim Cook graduated from Auburn University with a bachelor's degree in industrial engineering and earned an MBA from Duke University's Fuqua School of Business. Following a 12-year career in IBM, Cook went to an executive roles at Intelligent Electronics and Compaq before joining Apple in 1998. In August 2011, Cook was named Apple's new CEO following the death of the predecessor Steve Jobs. Next is Sundar Pichai, CEO of Google. Sundar is the Chief Executive Officer of Alphabet Inc. and the subsidiary Google, computer engineer and an Indian American business executive. In 2004, Sundar joined Google as the President of Product Management Executives. He takes charge of Gears, Gadgets, Google Search Toolbar, Park, etc. He rose to become Google's product chief and takes charge of Google's parent company, Alphabet Inc. Sundar became Google CEO in 2015, and he additionally became CEO of Alphabet Inc. in December 2019. We chose these tech leaders because they are the ones who made and expanded their companies that they started and worked in. They made those companies the best tech companies in the world. They have knowledge on how to work with technology and be able to advertise to make the project up running for the public. These individuals are innovators and understand all there is to know about successful tech business. Next item is experimentation. The type of drone we are building is mini class build drone. The drone parts are frame, quadcopter brushless motors, ESCs, flight controller, PDB, the power distribution, FPV camera, videos antenna, drone propeller, transmitter and receiver, Googles, quadcopter batteries, chargers, and an HD camera. Building the prototype drone. The items are assembling the frame, mounting the PDP, mounting the motors, mounting the ESCs, connecting the ESCs to the motors, connecting the ESCs to the PDB. First test, mounting the PFV system, contacting the PFV system, testing the PFV system, mounting and powering the receiver, wiring the flight controller, completing the building, software configuration, and the final test. Our priorities, hypothesis. Can we can the drone withstand in all weather conditions? Our first test and most important would be to test the drone in every type of weather condition and also terrain because our drone would be able to withstand what Mother Nature throws at it. We will be doing this by testing the drone in rainy condition at the max setting to see if the damage or the failure happens during the test, which is most important because the electrical components are in the drone and would be the same for other types of weather. But we will also test the durability of our drone to be able to hold through the damage and the attacks. At the end, there is the YouTube URL for the video. Thank you so much.